Hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? This is Super Adventure Island 2, the randomizer. This is pretty fun. It's a good run. How's everybody doing today? So with Super Adventure Island 2, it's everything, like all the chests are randomized in it. So anything that you get from any of the chests is randomized. And there's 8 items that we need to beat the game. But we'll get to that in just a little bit. We'll go ahead and get started here in just a second. As soon as I see that we're all set. Looks like we're doing okay. So we'll go ahead and get started. Remember A button to start it, and always choose file 3. Always choose file 3. We'll go ahead and get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so there's a couple things that are pretty handy about this randomizer. First, it's fast text I have on, so all the cutscenes are very fast, even on English. We have to talk to the king still, because you can't get out of this room without talking to him. And we're gonna check. We have the shovel to start off. That's it's pretty handy. So there, you can start off with up to 1 item in the randomizer. So I always just like to check there to see if I have an item, either a weapon or an equipment, because it's pretty handy to have. I can actually get this first item the intended way, which is not usually the case. Usually you have to do a deboost to get through to it. But we're just gonna go ahead and dig through here. Silver sword. Actually, this means we can beat this island. So the silver sword is required to... Right, these are off still. I haven't turned them on yet. Please don't die in the first island. I forgot that those are off, to be honest. I've never been through that room with them off. We're gonna take this a little bit safer because we're low on health now. We don't want to die on the first island to nothing. Hey, there we go. Elven flute. Okay, so this is a very good start. Elven flute opens up quite a lot of checks. We could actually do most of the checks on this island. So this, the rock in this room is only breakable with the silver sword. It doesn't matter if you have any of the stronger swords later on in the game. You have to have the silver sword to get further into this island. We have the shovel, and we have the elven flute, which is a really good start. I'm gonna set this here just in case we need to warp back, which we're probably going to need to. But since we have the elven flute, we're just gonna go ahead and open this up, because there's 2 checks we can do over here pretty easily. Yeah, silver is stronger than rocks, confirmed. Magic bottle. So you can't use magic yet. You have to actually have the wand to be able to cast magic. But it's still pretty handy to have the wand, or to get magic bottles early on. Because once we have 4, we can start warping from island to island. It makes the checks faster to do. Jump there, that's fine. Moonstone. Do I have a spell? I have a spell. When did I get a spell? And I just got the stone too. Did I start with 2 items? You're not supposed to be able to start with 2 items, but I feel like I did. Because I have a spell, and I have... Okay, it's fine. fine. So now we're just gonna go beat the first boss here. Not Wispy Woods. We'll do... Actually, we don't have push, so we can't get this chest. Oh, we forgot to do the fish skip check. Well, we have full health. Probably... we're just gonna come back for it. We'll come back. Do the deboost this way so we don't have to wait on the little platforms there. You can hit the switch and make the tree vines or tree branches come out. But it's a better way to get that chest. And health is nice. It's not necessary, but it's nice to have for later on. Alright, and then fake Wispy Woods is pretty simple. He's actually pretty humorous, like with a stronger weapon, because you can hit. There's no item here. Okay. Occasionally, there's no. We're gonna come back and. Yeah, we're gonna get this one, and then we'll leave. There's one more, the fish skip check that I want to get, and then we'll head out. Aquastone. Alright, so Aquastone and Moonstone means I can go to Sala from here, which is probably my next best option. There's a couple. I want to check the shopkeepers, see if I can get push from either of those. Random encounters are still on in this seed. You can turn them off, but it crashes consoles to turn it off. So we will see random encounters here. It doesn't crash on emulators, but just for console verification. But yeah, in order to beat the game, there's 8 items that we need. We have one of them already, the shovel. You also need the power sword, the sky bell, and the five spells, of which we have one that I think we started with. Check up on here, and I was mentioning, yeah, occasionally bosses won't, or like there'll be some bosses or chests that are empty, where they won't have anything in it. This is going to be a longer mini boss fight because we just have the silver sword here, so I'm gonna stab him a lot of times. I know at one point I had counted the number of like sword hits it was to kill this, but I don't remember it offhand, and I don't have it written down. There we go. It's a lot faster still than punching him, which I've done several times. Ice armor, okay, that's a nice safety to have. And that chest is empty. Go ahead and equip the ice armor. There's another chest that's empty. Basically, if the logic tries to put a non-essential, or like a non-essential item in a normally essential chest, it doesn't for a couple of them. Alright, so now we're Blue Mario, or Blue Luigi, depending on your preference of the lore. Sure, we'll take a death warp. Get our health back. We can't get into Ppotdot1. We can get into Sala, but we want to do... we'll do this check first. We'll do these two. Another thing to note, every time you get one of the an item that you would normally get from a boss, that boss no longer spawns. That's another empty chest. Yes? Question mark? That's 2 empty chests, dude. Bluigi. I believe it is possible to get everything. I'm not 100% though, because I haven't actually tried to get full health and magic in a rando. That's downstab. We don't have enough money for downstab. Well, we're over here. It's probably not worth it for us to do this until push, but there's actually a couple of checks we can do here. We'll be fine. Actually, we can do a lot of the oh, it's 3. A lot of the the shovel checks here. Just can't complete the island, which is fine. All the first pyramid checks. 500 coins. I think that gets us downstab. Alright, so there's a couple of the spots here we want to go to. Shovel's really handy. It's always nice getting shovel early. Alright, now we can buy both down and up stab without a problem. 8. Right. And this is going to be 8 as well. Or 7. Alright, 2 magic bottles. We don't have... It was downstab that was outside, right? Yeah, we're gonna go get downstab and then we'll come back. Sure, we'll do just death warp, that's fine. Because with downstab we can actually get the regular crystal sword check as well. Yeah, the casino items do not get randomized, unfortunately. It'd be cool if the casino items did get randomized. Okay, so yeah, it's 300 coins for downstab. But this is just not a check or a thing that was implemented as of yet. I wouldn't want all of the casino items to be randomized because I wouldn't want people having to play slots for 2 hours to get a necessary item. Or at least have the prices adjusted on the casino. And if I remember correctly, it's the second spot here for downstab. Yeah. Alright, life bottle. Are there any more checks we can do? No. Not without push, because we can't get to the second pyramid. But it's okay that we came here, because turning on the stones is actually pretty handy. It gives us another check in Ppotdot1 that we can do. Trying to not die as much, but enemies in this area tend to hurt quite a bit. We're gonna go check on if the spot down here is push. It probably is. I probably would have wanted to do that first, but it's okay. Nice no encounter trip. Alright, yeah, this is push. So this gives us a lot more we can check on. We can do most of Sala Sala now. And we're probably gonna go back there first. And yeah, we can do pretty much every check in Sala Sala. There's one upstab chest we can't get. But the rest of them we can get. And we can also backdoor into Haya Haya, the ice island. Nice double no encounter raft trips. I swear random encounters are turned on. You saw them earlier, I promise. It's 4. It's 4. But yeah, it's nice to have a sword early on. And it's nice to be able to do some checks that you can get with like up and down stab. Yeah, so Super Adventure Island 2 was the last Adventure Island game that they made for quite a long time. So that's the upstab check that we can't do. Set this warp point for if and when we get the wand and for magic. Okay, 2 stabs for Skullbats. They did release another Adventure Island game for the WiiWare later on, but it took a really long time for them to get another one out. I think they released 2 for WiiWare actually. Moonspell, okay, that's a necessary item. We're gonna go this way first, since we have the Elven Flute. We can open up this section. And we can actually get the downstab chest over here. Cayenne Mario or Luigi, whichever you prefer. Okay. Life bottle. Nice to have, but not a necessity. We are going to do the damage boost method here, so we don't have to wait. It's another empty chest, dude. That's like 3 empty chests I've come across. I'm gonna get that. Despawn the snake. Ah. Missed the landing spot. Go ahead and do this. This should be enough health, just barely. And I messed up anyway. I jumped too early and... hoping for a health drop here, because I don't want to do the whole run around section, or the ride around the platform section. Sure. We'll just do this ride and then run off here. So we can set up that deboost better. Jump at a better time. Fire armor, not useful. I don't want to fight the mummy with my current equipment, if I don't have to. At least not with no health. 2 spells. What do I have for equipment? I think I do have to. So let's get full health. Because this is going to be a tough fight. This is gonna be a tough fight. We do have a sword, which makes it a little easier, but not much. Because it's just the silver. And I really do want full health for the mummy. Mummy is a terrifying fight. Because it goes on for a long time. And the last phase of it is incredibly dangerous. Alright, so we're gonna not take damage here, if we can. I wanted to not take the hit there, but... So no magic, it casts silver sword, 1.5 hearts. Yes, it does. I'm smart. I totally forgot Elven Flute. Star Spell. I mean, that's a necessary item. I can go back to Ppotdot1. I'm being dumb. I'm being dumb. We're gonna... We'll just continue. We'll wrap there. Maybe we'll get another no encounter trip. I was joking, but now it's unlikely to get an encounter. That's 3 no encounter raft trips in a row. I promise you, random encounters are on. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3 more I can do here. There's still going to be one more that we can't check on because we haven't gone into Boa Boa yet. Wand. Okay. That's helpful. Wand lets me feather back to the start so I don't have to, like, complete an island or death warp out. Money. Alright, give me... I could backdoor into Haya Haya. I literally said I could backdoor into Haya Haya, like, 5 minutes ago, and my brain totally forgot that I was going to plan on doing that. Alright, well, this is the most unoptimal trips you can possibly make, but let's see if we can get four no encounter trips in a row. And that's 4. Incredible. I swear. Random encounters are on. We did see one earlier. Yeah, we just need to... I don't have 4 magic, so I can't warp to the checkpoint. So we have to just go there. Hey, remember when I said we should backdoor into Haya Haya like 10 minutes ago? 5 minutes ago? 5 minutes ago. I mean, it's a good thing I checked the mummy, because that was a necessary check. So it'll be 1 item I can't get here as well. Yeah, this is a kind of Metroidvania. I like to compare this to Zelda 2 a lot. It's like, what if Zelda 2 had a sequel on the SNES? What would it look like? And I think it would look kind of like this. Sure, I'll take the full health. I was gonna do this a while ago, and I forgot. Okay. We'll go ahead and do the Elven Flute section here, just right away. There's 2 checks over here we can get. Wait for the penguin to float by. And jump on the blue Twizzlers. Light spell. Another necessary item. How many spells do we have now? 4? I think we have 4. Check here. I didn't mean to feather out. Okay. So to get back to the regular part of the island, we're gonna have to either get the fire sword from one of the couple checks we can get here, or we're gonna have to warp back to Salasala. Yeah, we can do this check. Alright, so we need a magic bottle now. Because we can't get into the main part of the island this direction without Fire Sword. Alright, that's a magic. But before we do that, let's go get Upstab and check on the Ice Bell spot here. I guess it's not a bad thing to get Upstab first, since there's a couple checks. That's an empty chest. We'll go ahead and get Upstab. Hey, we're getting encounters again. Upstab. Slash high with all of your might. Alright, and now we'll go ahead and magic wing back to Salasala. Which Zelda? So the unfortunate thing about doing it this way is there's still the one Upstab check that we have to do, or that we have in this island, but it's just so much faster to warp here than it is to do like the first half of the island just for the one check. Keep trying to kill. I'll take that. That's already done. Alright, so, for Haya Haya, in order to collect everything, you actually have to do 3 loops of the, like, all the necessary things, all the necessary checks in the second part of this stage here. It's 2 silver sword slashes. You have to do 3 loops, because there's a section that you have to have the stones on for, and there's a section that you have to have the stones off for. Fire sword. Okay. Probably should have done this first, but it's fine. So now we can beat most of the enemies here a lot faster, plus break ice blocks. Sun ring. Nice. We can get into Boa Boa the regular way. This is loop 1. Loop 1 to get this chest specifically. Life bottle. So every island's gonna have like 1 check left in it. Our sword's really handy though. Yeah, this game looks great, it plays great, it's really fun. I highly recommend it. Casual, rando, or speedrun. Speedrun's not too hard to get into either. There's not a lot that's like absolutely necessary or super difficult. What's normally the fire shield check, Lightstone. Alright, so now we can get to Boa Boa. And we can get in. Alright, we're gonna have a lot of health. So we shouldn't... In theory, we shouldn't die anymore. Alright, so loop 3. We have to turn the sunstone or the star stones off in order to push this block down to get to the basement so we can check the mammoth. And the mammoth should still be alive because we did not get the star stone anywhere. Yep, okay. Alright, so this is a mostly normal fight, except we have the ice armor instead of the fire armor. Just stab the mammoth in the eyes, and make sure that you stab his trunk back as you're doing it. His trunk, like, extends out up to a maximum length. Ice shield. But every time you hit it, it knocks it back a little bit. Where do I want to go from here? I want to go to Boa Boa. Magic, wing. So we're gonna do this. This is the fastest way. Because we can't get, we have to go from here. Lightstone. I think Boa Boa is the place with the largest number of checks total. If I remember the numbers correctly. We'll go to the mini boss spot here first. He's probably already dead. He's not. Okay. Aqua armor. I will equip that. So now we're gonna be green Luigi. Sun ring. Cause an eruption to get into the island. It's we're being environmentally friendly, obviously. We have a ton of health, so we can do this without repercussion. This spot? Yes. Question mark. No. Wrong. Whatever, we'll go... We want... Does have to be on first to get this one. Fireballs. It's a weapon, but it's probably the second worst weapon you can get. Only thing worse would be dagger. Alright, 5 magic bottles. And do the run across the hot potatoes. Skybell. Okay, that's one of the. It's one of the 8. We don't have to go looking for Skybell, and we don't have to potentially fight the eagle. We want to do this first. the stones. Up thrust strats, yep. Go ahead and refill there. We want to turn this off. We are not going to go fight the turtle. Actually, the turtle won't be there, so it's a free check. Let's do this down. Down. Snap. Well, it doesn't matter if Eagle has Power Fan. I can get into... Now that I have magic, I can get into Puka Puka, the back doorway. By going to Sala Sala and then going to the back door and then feathering to the start. Because even though you're stuck there, if you have wand, you can feather to the start of Puka Puka. It's a really cool, like, I love seeds that force you to do that because it's just so, like, creative of a solution. You still have to have shovel for it to work, but it's just, like, so creative. Power sword. Alright, we are getting pretty close to go mode, actually. We've got Power Sword, we've got Sky Bell, we have Shovel. We need to open this last section. We just need 2 more spells. I didn't do the... the Elven Flute section here. Forgot to do this. Elven Flute. I should need 2 spells. Should be the Star Spell and the Sun Spell. Power Fan. Alright, regular way to get into Puka Puka. Shields are the least useful item. Oops. Tried to grab. Get up there. Okay. That should be all of the checks here. And that's still off, which is what we want. Go down. Go down faster. Go down faster. Just have the turtle to fight. Or the turtle to not fight, I should say. Take this one. I just wanted to make sure I didn't die on the way here. Aqua Shield. I'm glad that we get to have Tina make fun of our weight every time we complete a stage. We want to go to... let's get the upstab check. I went to the wrong spot. I guess we're just gonna feather to the start. I think, yeah. Feather. fine. You know what? For fun, let's go ahead and equip it. Yeah, we have all the shields now. Enjoy shield percent. Yeah, we have to go over here so we can get the push block. Go through first pyramid. Get up there. Oops. Break one, please. Thank you. Alright, Sunspell. One item left. So this was a good check for me to do. Necessary item. You know what? Since we're over here, let's just go ahead and feather to the start. We're gonna push this switch first. Then we're gonna feather. So yeah, that's the longest feather in the game, just because it has to load a lot of sections, I think. I don't want fireballs on, thank you. Nice fast water jumps. So if you jump on water, I think it's like 2-frame window, you retain running speed as opposed to going down to swim speed. Aqua Armor swim speed is faster than non-Aqua Armor swim speed, so it's a regular walking speed instead of being a little bit slower. But you want to go as quickly as you can, so you want to get the water jumps if you can there. This song's just so happy. Magic bottle. Don't want your money. Downstab movement can be pretty fun, where you just like bounce off of enemies repeatedly. I should have downstabbed there. That's fine. That's everything. All right. So we are in go mode. Finish a little bit early. But that's okay. I think we're running a little bit behind anyway. So yeah, all 5 spells are needed to enter Fuafua. So you can't enter this island before getting 5 spells. All 5 spells. Yeah, go mode for this was fairly swift. I've gotten it a little faster one time, but this is pretty fast. Now we just have to not die on our way to the eagle, or to not the eagle, to not fighting the eagle. So unless you have the light armor, basically everything in this island does full damage to you, even with aqua armor on. So it can be still pretty easy to die here, especially with this amount of health. Power Sword's nice to have though, because it one-shots most enemies. There's still a couple enemies that take 2, but... we'll take the safe route here. Minor refill, just in case. Please hop. Miss the bubble cycle, please. Jump. Okay. Alright, everybody, squeeze. Get ready to squeeze. Squeeze. Ah, we didn't squeeze. So you can squeeze underneath the tails enemy there, avoiding damage while retaining the bubble. And you can use it to skip just a little bit of section there. Save a couple seconds. But I was just a tiny bit too high and didn't squeeze underneath. Yeah, so it is possible to get the Power Sword on this island. It's also possible, there's one, we'll go ahead and just open this chest because I feel like it. Nice, magic bottle. There's one item that can spawn from the eagle, the second to last boss. So this door right here has the eagle boss right here, which is a non-essential fight right now. But if he were to have the Sky Bell, it would be required. That's the only, like, if it was vanilla Sky Bell location, then there's like potentially 2 items in that you can get on the last item that would be required for go mode. Alright, and so then this is the final boss. I don't believe the Aqua Shield does anything. Whoops. It shouldn't, because it should just be most projectiles instead of all projectiles, like the Light Shield does. So there's a couple things that we can do with upstab on Swooping Phantom phase and then the Scorpion phase if you're watching the race from a couple days ago. Get him before the 3rd swoop. And then we have Scorpion. Alright, so here's the trick to Scorpion. Normally we don't have downstab for the speedrun. If you don't have downstab, you can hold down and you can wiggle side to side to get your slashes out. Because we have downstab, we actually have to press left and right to stab both claws. So we have a little bit of chance of moving left and right. However, you can still remember the number of jumps it takes here. So it's 3 jumps before he attacks at the start, and then it's 3, 7, 3, 7, 3, 7. So 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps, 5 jumps. I'm going to be a little bit behind here because I missed a couple jumps there. Get both claws here. That's 3. And time will be on the last hit of the Scorpion. Let's go over it. And that's time. So, that's Super Adventure Island 2, the randomizer. That was a pretty good seed overall. It would have been a little faster if I would have remembered to just go to Haya earlier, like I had told myself to do. But we ended up farming for health for a boss that didn't exist. Reminder, Tina's hair is canonically brown, and is brown in all of the sprites of this game. But during this cutscene, it's blonde for whatever reason. Nobody knows why. The prevailing theory is that it's been shaded by the moon for the rest of of time, and it's only shown the real color here. Theory by Brett Suzo. Yeah, thanks for having me on. It was fun. I think everything went all right. Bonus content. Do I have bonus content? I don't know if I have any bonus content. But yeah, I think that's gonna be everything for me. But yeah, continue to watch SNES Super Stars. It's gonna be a good time. We're all having fun here, and yeah, I'll let whoever's next take over.